All right, peace, world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. Hit that subscribe button if you like what I'm talking about. I'd appreciate the support 3,000%. Definitely, if you're digging in the way that any of the subjects are being talked about, discussed, reviewed, or recapped in this manner, matter, what I'm getting ready to jump into, hit the like button, leave a comment. I'd appreciate any engagement, and I'll chop it up with you on it. I had to come back, man, and touch some points on Miss Molly. I'm gonna leave her last name is Carter, but in this episode 9 of Insecure, Low Key Trying. Wow, man. I mean, Molly. Yvonne Orji is doing her thing because whenever people start when the hate becomes widespread for a particular character, that actor or actress must be doing a hell of a job in making this so believable. But she could fall off the edge of the earth, and not too many people would be reaching down for Molly right now. But some of the stuff that I looked that jumped out to me, like, damn, sis is really wilding with these relationships all around her. And it's crazy because she actually paid good money to this Dr. Rhonda, her therapist, to talk through this stuff, and is still woefully beside herself. But she told Doctor some things that made me sit back and just shocked me. I mean, and shout out to the writers on this episode for pulling all of this off and letting us enjoy this part of the ride, even if you don't like Molly. But she told the doctor, and it's a couple of instances in this episode where people are doing things and have in their feelings, and it's not even about the truth. Like, they totally misconstrued or misunderstood the situation. But she told the doctor that Issa went behind her back with Andrew. That's really not what happened, Molly. I mean, do you not see this? It might indirectly, it may have went through Andrew, but Issa did not talk to Andrew and did not speak with him without her knowing. She asked her friend. They all met at the same time, but this let me know that Issa's fighting an uphill battle. She sat there and told the doctor that Issa went behind her back with Andrew. Then this let me know that Issa is in for a fight if she wants to resume her relationship with her best friend. Then when they meet up, there's this stare. This kind of pissed me off because I feel like she's wasting people's time. And like, who the hell are you for Issa to what do you want her to totally submit to you? You want her to come back to you crying and broken or something? Like, what game are you really playing here? She's bugging out, in my opinion. But she was just staring and waiting around to be apologized to while they in the scene right behind me right now, while they're doing the lunch thing. She's like, I'm not going to give any. And this is 2 weeks in a row. No, earlier in this episode when she was on the couch with Lawrence, Issa's like, well, what is this? And he's kind of indecisive and, keeping his cards close to his chest. And then later in the day, you go out to meet your friend. You've already made the call. You've already reached out and extended this olive branch. And then this beast of a friend is sitting here with a plan B, with one foot out the restaurant already. Another thing I meant to mention, I know Molly has been like business casual or business attire, but has her attire each week kind of like blown up to go over the top as a reflection to be emblematic of where she is as a person. I'm just putting the outfit that she wore to the doctor. I don't know. It just seems like a coincidence. Issa tells her first, "I love you, girl," and she was excited as hell. She embarrassed herself in this restaurant to greet her friend, her best friend. Molly is all stone faced and cold shouldered, and again, just like waiting for her to say that she needs her. I'm bugging on this. Molly gets back from she really only just went to like see if Issa would do the right thing versus meeting Issa halfway or saying, addressing her feelings. I thought Issa was rather smart and shows kind of how she's maturing socially to think that let me ride this out and not embarrass myself, not make her uncomfortable, not force it. I just sit here and she told Lawrence as much on the phone. She was like, "I know Molly, she needs to cool down." Like she's really trying to get this thing a chance. And but Molly tells Andrew, "I was really all superficial." Again, her perception of the reunion was that at the same time Issa is telling Lawrence it went great. And it was good. It was really great to see my friend. Molly, I showed up. I gave it a shot. It seriously might be time. I don't know how they do it with the script. I don't know how they do it or go into next season, but it really might be time for Issa to hit her with the and let this go. Which I'm getting there. So then I did have one more note for Issa. When she talks, it's good to see her continuing with hitting the ground, rolling with some type of urgency to try to follow up her and capitalize on that momentum from the block party being successful. And now that she has this experience, she's pulling this together and rocking with her intern with the hand warmers in her purse. So what I was saying after that situation, they leave the bicycle place or the cycling studio or whatever it was. She tells Lawrence on the phone, I let Molly cool down. It wasn't the time to discuss the serious stuff. She says, well, in a couple of weeks we'll get a self-care Sunday in and we'll be all good. And like I said, all of this is a stark contrast to how to what the progress report was to Andrew from Molly. And it just lets me know that Issa is fighting an uphill battle on this front. The great thing here is that Issa was unknowingly wise enough to not tell this toxic individual in Molly that she had renewed her relationship with Lawrence, her ex, which Molly knows full well everything there, and being based on the discussion that they have to close this episode, she would have said the wrong thing intentionally too. Then Molly gets back to talk to Andrew about it and tell him what happened. Who shows a real interest? He's vested in. And he probably like, I'm about to get rid of you anyway. So you gonna need a shoulder in a couple of weeks because I've about had it. But he says, what happened? And she's just like I said, I showed up. And then Andrew gets to talk, and now it's Andrew's time. Now Molly's, I don't know what it is. Molly's BS is now aimed at her, the only person standing in her corner, at her side now. her boyfriend. She told the doctor, "This is the longest relationship that I've had in my life." Like, speaks volumes, in itself. But she says, "Oh, so he's like, it was really awkward having the empty seat. My brother invited us, and this is the second thing where her understanding of Molly's understanding of what happened is completely, it's somewhere, it's in another universe, damn near. But she says, I don't know why he would ask us to do something that would make me uncomfortable. He's not trying to make you uncomfortable. He was trying to mend fences, thinking that you're important to his brother and that you may be around long term. So he's accepting that he may have played a part in escalating the situation and ruining, having the blow up. So he's trying to make it right. Like, who's trying to make you uncomfortable? So this is probably signaling to Andrew that this is too much work. I'm a young dude. I'm in the music business. I got a career. I'm in Los Angeles. I have options. I've tried. I've bent over backwards. His head is touching the ground. He's bent over so much for this person. But she says, I don't know why he would ask us to do something. I mean, it's a game. It's not even that much opportunity to really talk during a game. Halftime, get some drinks in, and once things are... and then it's a situation where Molly's probably not going to be singled out. He said the seats were really good. I don't know, but I thought it was a great setting to try to mend fences and bury the hatchet. And then Molly adds insult, further insult to the situation with, I didn't ask you to lie, because he said I lied and said you had to go to work. He's still working, and she says I didn't ask you to lie. After she had asked, "Oh, really? Why would he ask us to do something that would make me uncomfortable?" Wow. So he has to know that if she has a key, I might need that back in a week or so. I might be needing that back so I can move on and let you work out whatever the fact that you've chosen to blow up everything in your world and me with it and scorch the earth. So then lastly, when they do get outside after Molly sends the text message to the wrong person, to Issa. But the thing is, she said, I'm trying with her. And it was like, I didn't mean for you to see that. Issa was like, no shit. But she said her. I want to think Issa's like, when did I become her? And she told her, she was like, I didn't know it was so difficult for you to stomach me and be in my presence, like, all of a sudden. And then Molly really is unable to really talk about, she says, well, this is bigger than that, but doesn't explain what bigger than that means. And then she just bails on it and says, well, maybe it's time for, like, she's intentionally taking it there. Maybe who you are now and who I am now, maybe because you're not weak enough to sit here and beg me to take you back. Maybe because you have a spine, maybe because you've developed a spine and can stand on your own too. Who was the cat that had the Kevin Hart about the stiff neck baby? Maybe that was another comedian. But now that she can hold her chin up and hold her own head up and stand up erect, now you're no good to me. So that's very weird. But they go back and forth, and then Molly says it feels so forced. It feels so forced, but you've done nothing. You've done none of the heavy lifting. You haven't even bent over or rolled your sleeves up. You're just sitting back waiting for her to hurl herself at your feet and say, help me out, fix me, put me together. Like, it's really a wrap for what's left to say. What's left to say? Post. I'm out. Go over here and get my block party together. This didn't even have to go here. So anyway, like I said, it was just some extra stuff that I saw on Molly that I wanted to come back and touch on. I was really just wow, like she really wanted to burn this thing down for real. It's not even about being right. Like Dr. Rhonda said, wow, I want to say Ronnie, but the doc said, you want to be in a relationship or do you want to be right? And she wants to be like dead right instead of dead wrong. But anyway, my name is Wood. Remember, you do not have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I'm very excited about next week and I believe that'll be the finale. And I think it's been a phenomenal season, man. I mean, great job, very entertaining, must-see TV every week. Me and my wife are enjoying it, and I've been seeing some of the different recaps out there and whatnot. Healthy comment sections everywhere. I'm glad to see. Excuse me. I'm actually excited just reading some of the different comments and seeing how engaged other viewers are, other fans of the show are, and the interest in these characters. And talking through these dynamics. So that's all very exciting. Let me get on off here, man. Take care and be safe and smart.